very warm welcome to another Thursday Drunken Monk meditation session. Here we are. Let's dive straight in. Take a conscious breath. Relax. Isn't it wonderful to meditate together? Don't you just love it? Hi Fiona, Rachel, Heinz. Very warm welcome to you guys. Welcome to another session together. So happy that you're joining us here. Let's make this a moment to just let go of the day. Let go of the day and connect in the heart space, and then just be open to whatsoever arises. Okay, hi Catherine, hello, namaste. Noamoni, Anzwan, great names you guys, lovely to see you. Hi Rachel, great to see you this evening, or this morning, depending on where you are. Okay, let's dive straight in. Hi Jennifer, Portland, hey, great to see you. Let's dive straight in and just connect with the present moment. How do you connect with the present moment? What's your favorite way of being present? Feel free to pop it in the chat there just now. Might be the breath, might be listening to sounds, it might be just stepping back energetically, resting in the present moment, letting go of any thoughts that you're clinging to that might be about the past or the future. Depressed about the past, worried about the future, especially at this time of the year. Check out the Winter Blues video blog you'll find on Instagram. One of the reels. Yeah, tips to kind of help us through these shorter days, the longer, darker nights. All right. Jennifer, nice to see you. Great to see you guys. All right, let's get settled. I think we're all here and ready. Before we do dive into the meditation, I'd just like to share with you on the 26th of March, if you're ready to really take a deep dive into who you are and connect to your authentic self, then check out through the link in the bio, the Enlightenment Intensive at the amazing container, the Mandali Retreat Center in northern Italy. And I promise you it will be 5 days that you will never forget. It's a transformative process. Everything that I share and teach comes from the Enlightenment Intensive process. And it's really about making that shift, that connection to your being, to who you are without all the stories, the baggage of the past and the future. And we're going to touch on that a little bit today as well. So the first thing, the theme for today is guard your thoughts, be the guardian of your thoughts. Now, what I've noticed, especially on social media channels and New Age and YouTube and stuff, there's a lot of talk about manifestation, epigenetics, the power of your mind, healing your body, manifesting stuff, 369 technique. There's all this stuff going on. And what can happen is that a lot of the time that doesn't work, or things just don't seem to be working the way that the guy described it, or I did this course and it never changed anything. So I'd like to give you a little tip. Change up the intention to shift it away from being on objects and things, and place your intention on how you want to feel. And intend with love to connect with the universe from the heart, and trust that the universe will give you what is right for you. Very simple, completely different approach. And it's like adopting an ascension sort of consciousness, that things will just play out in the right way. You can still move and engage in doing your projects and having your plans, but just holding that lightness, that joyful moment-to-moment relaxedness. And this is what we're going to practice now. Hi Elle, lovely to see you. So it's not what you do in life that makes you successful, it's where you do it from that makes life really rich. Does that make sense? And one of the things that we can all get trapped by is being identified to negative thinking. So we're going to do a little meditation to support you today to identify when that happens, and to use the breath to let that go. Or whatever your favorite technique to move into the present. So Catherine's saying breathing, for example. Definitely one of the most powerful, right, Catherine? So guard your thoughts, and then just take a moment right now to just reflect, just be curious. What's the quality of your thoughts been like today? What's been happening today? What's been going on? Has it been a stressful day? Has it been a peaceful day? Have all your thoughts been expansive and positive and happy and nourishing? Or have you been having a lot of conflicts or internal wars? Or just reflect for a moment. What's the quality of my thoughts been like today? And also to look at how many of those thoughts are the same thoughts that I was having yesterday. And then just ask yourself, are they really serving me right now? Are they really nourishing? Are they really creating my heart to open and my face to smile? Are they lighting me up or are they pulling me down? Yeah. And it's not to get into judging your thoughts or criticizing yourself or labeling that they should be different and my life's not working because I'm doing this or I'm doing that. Everything is exactly where it needs to be right now. And this is something that can be very hard for the mind to accept. But when we move into that dimension of stillness, of moving into meditation, of connecting with the breath, and relaxing the body, relaxing into the moment, you start to move into this vertical space, the power of now, the ascension space, where there is no past, there is no future, there's just pure now. That's where your aliveness is, your creativity, your inspiration, your joy. That's where it lives. So Rumi says our task is not to look for love, but to remove the barriers that we build against it. I love this quote. If you know me, you'll hear me repeating quite a few times. But guard your thoughts. The only way to remove those barriers, those negative mental, emotional patterns that hold you back, is to become aware of them. And the only way to become aware is to be present. And the best way to become present is to move with the intention to be alive in this moment. To fall into the now. Just have that intention. I'm just going to fall into the present moment. In the same way, when you go to bed at night and you let go of everything and you move into sleep, you just let the thoughts play and you just let go, but staying alert, holding the intention to be present. Use your breath, especially as you breathe out, let go. Focus on one thing. It's another powerful way of moving into the present. You can be focusing visually on a flower, a picture. You can be focusing your intention on listening. You're being absolutely alert. Why music's so beautiful. Just listen. You may focus on simply the tips of your fingers. Or the aliveness, this awareness that is observing the content of your experience. And focus on that for a moment. What does it feel like? You'll notice you can only access that part of yourself in the present moment. It's not something that the mind can interfere with. There's a pure feeling of aliveness, a stillness, and from that stillness, the treasures of your being arise, feelings of joy, of being overwhelmed, of falling in love. If you reflect on those moments that you've had those experiences, you haven't been thinking about tomorrow or yesterday, it's always in the present. So holding the intention to fall more deeply into the present moment and to relax there. And in this way, you're also tapping into the aliveness of your purpose, your heart's desire, your truth. And it may be there's some feelings and emotions there that are more difficult and more challenging. And that can be tough. But just for a moment, take a step back from that and don't allow those feelings to pull you down by creating stories. And you start to feel like you're falling into this hole. And the way to let that go is simply to change your focus, to move it away from that thought stream. Still connecting with the feeling, but to bring your focus to the aliveness of this moment. And if you are able to connect with the heart and to feel that moment of appreciation for just doing this meditation together, that can really help as well. Because together we're so much more powerful than when we're on our own. We lift each other up. And this is science, this is quantum mechanics. We move together in the field. This vibration of presence starts to merge us together. We start to create a field of energy that is healing, that is nourishing. And simply by being present with each other in this moment. And connecting with the heart is that feeling of trust. And you know this. Deep down as this part of you, you know that safe place, that feeling of being at home. Being connected to something that's holding you. And you feel that in the heart, in the stillness. Maybe moments where you feel overwhelmed and suddenly there's this calmness, this grace that touches your heart. That lifts you, that guides you. So fall into the present moment with whichever tool works for you. By simply holding the intention. It's my intention to be present. It's my intention to feel this moment in its totality. Just be open to that. The the qualities of the heart, loving kindness, whatever is going on for you right now. Just take a moment to appreciate with loving kindness yourself. And as you breathe out and let go of all the clutter and the tension, be open to that quality of acceptance. And that feeling of trust, that knowing that you have, that something is holding you. You might not be able to explain it or understand it, but there's that feeling that we share together right now, sharing this meditation. There's something happening. There's an energy, a stillness, a love, a calm. There's a peace. Just fall into the now. And rest there. That's where your home is. And it's the easiest thing in the world to follow a breath. That's all it takes. And to bring your focus, the center of your attention, into the heart space. Center of infinite potential. Thank you for sharing your presence in this beautiful meditation together. I wish for you a deep and a lasting peace for the rest of the day, and a calmness and a clarity of mind and thought, and a deep trust in this gorgeous life that we all share.